State Command Chief Green's here. I appreciate you being here. He's a big part of why I'm here because he was on the board when I was there, so he got to see me at my worst, I think. They asked me if I was nervous. I said, no, not really, because my daughter just went on her first date the last weekend before, so compared to that, this was nothing. If I'm remiss, Chief Carbo, it's a really big thrill for me, you guys here being here. Chief Joe, Silverberg, I mean, these guys were from when I first got in the Air National Guard. They know my first name so well because they were kind of like my big brother and parents. They said it a lot. Shane, don't do this. Shane, don't do this. Shane, you can do this. So they got to know me really good. A special thank you to Miss Joyce back there in the back. She's like very fitting. She's sitting in the back. She's always in the back of everybody. But I wouldn't be standing up here if it wasn't for Miss Joyce sending me an email. Shane, you forgot to file this, or Shane, you forgot to do that. So I want to say publicly, Joyce, I really appreciate what you do. And again, I'm going to forget somebody. I hope I don't. I apologize in advance. My faith in God, that's why I'm standing here today. I've tried to keep that as much and best as I could. And my family. The 283rd, when I first got in the Guard, they taught me what family was. As far as in the military, I didn't know. Coming from active duty, you just didn't have that same feeling. Got in the 283rd, and they treated you like a son or a daughter. When you were away from home, that was your second family. And when I came over to 165th, it was even prevalent here. I mean, it's just unless you're in this capacity, you just can't really understand until you've slept with guys in tents and ate the food we did at Silver Bullet and gone through things we had together. You just can't understand what it means to have that military family. And I really appreciate it. And when she came up here and sang, I appreciate your national anthem. That's the second time I've got to hear it this weekend, and you do an outstanding job. So if you don't still get fuzzies when you hear that, you're in the wrong business. Because we're out here to serve our country, number one. And I know we come a lot to get money for school and all other aspects, but mission number one is to serve our country. And that's the reason I got in. I still have that want to give back to, because I still believe we live in the best country in the world. I want to thank my family and friends who came, Brent, Jessica, Andy, Mike and Mason, Sarah, Ethan, you guys coming up here, skipping church and coming here to the ceremony today. It was out of your way to do that, and I do appreciate it a lot. To my sister and brother-in-law and Hannah, my niece, thank you very much for driving 4 hours from Atlanta. Of course, they're going to the beach after this, so it wasn't a big deal. For my mom and my mother-in-law, thank you guys for both. Goodness, Miss Coons up here. Steve told me he wasn't coming if I was going to cry, so. But to my son, who was going to try to be here FaceTime, we couldn't get it to work. He's actually the recovering aircraft right now on AUD. So to Taylor and to Tim, which is on her way to, not physically right now, they're getting prepared to leave for Panama, the country of Panama, on a mission trip. And my youngest son, Tucker, who here was just talking about success and what it is. It's not money, it's not stripes, it's family. And you can look at your kids and you can tell if you're successful or not. And I got good kids and I got a good wife. Our family don't get enough credit for when they're home by themselves when we're deployed. My wife is she's not real great at ironing uniforms, but she a little side note of that. 283rd, we used to have the inspections out front. Back when we had the old name tags that were kind of nylon. When she ironed it for me real early, I put it on, ran the got formation. I was close to being late. So Chief was saying, Shane, where are you? But anyway, I was standing there at attention, shirt walks up there, and he asked me if I'm trying to be funny. said, no, sir. And I looked down and my name tag looked like a shrinky dink. But she had good intentions. And I love you, but I wouldn't be here today without a lot of people. It's said that it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a wing to raise an airman to a chief. And I tell you, if I go through every person in this wing that has helped me, 283rd and 165th, to get to where I am, I could go around everyone in this room probably and do it. And these two guys here, Chief Thornton was right. He's those times when I was just about ready to get out, Chief Thornton was there pushing me, saying, "Shane, you're one of those folks. You need to keep going. You need to keep trying. You need to keep doing this." So I appreciate you for doing that. That's one reason I'm standing here today. And Chief Garbo, he's been like my big brother for years and years, and that man has always got a smile on his face. Got to Kuwait right before Thanksgiving. This last time, it was a little bit before Thanksgiving. See him in the chow hall and kind of feeling down on himself and pity party and all because we're over there. And there's Mike with his big smile on his face and giving me a hug saying, "Welcome to Kuwait." So I do appreciate that kind of stuff. But I would say that there's just so many people, Remy and Chief Fox and Chief McQuist and Chief Johnson. I mean, there's everybody in this room I've got a special relationship with. Captain Blake, you and I and Nasir, he took me to chapel service the first time with him. I was the only white guy in there. I didn't know. We ended up going the whole time, and it was I enjoyed it. We got to have a really close relationship there, and I appreciate you to this day. And all to me, Mike Lloyd stopped me this morning and said he was really proud for me. Those kind of things are what's important to me. Know that they're coming from your heart. It's not superficial. So like I say, and I don't want to forget anybody. Matt Hamilton was the first guy in the electric shop I met when I got here. Him and Henry. So I'm glad Matt was there because he was. But it's been a great ride. And then some of the original Rat Pack, Remy Bennett and Steve, so we've gotten to be. We even were business partners for a period of time. That's just how close we've become out here as family. I say Steve and I have become real good friends over the years. Families know each other, see each other. It's just it's something that you create out here that you just can't ever lose. I've totally lost what I was even saying because Bill told me I'll do that. My biggest thing, and I'll finish here, is it was alluded to, is I like to be a people person. And I want to hope that I get to know, and especially since I've been switched over to AMX, I get to know everybody out there and have a personal relationship with each one of those guys. My daddy always told me, he said, if you take care of your folks that work for you, they'll take care of you. And I heard that mentioned yesterday in the retirement ceremony, and my dad told me that. And he ran a construction company, and those aren't always the easiest guys to get along with, but those guys would die for him. It was because he tried his best to take care of them, and that's what I want to do with the guys that are working under me, is take care of them. I had a guy tell me in the desert this last time he was over, he said, "If you're asking me to do it, I'll do anything you say." That was the biggest compliment I'd had in a long time. So I just appreciate folks, and we talk about we want to take care of them. We need to let them know as a chief. That's one of my initiatives. Is we're always coming around saying we need to do promotions. We need to write this guy a ribbon. We shouldn't have to tell our supervisors and our chiefs that. We should want to do that because we got good folks out here, and all we're going to take care of them is doing little things like that. So there's nothing that can stop us if we do that, well, except life within 5 and maybe a drug test. I haven't had a drug test in 12 years. I got a drug test this morning.
Just making sure.
So, but in all seriousness, that is I do take this very serious. You will have 100% of me when I'm out here, and usually when I'm not out here, I'm willing to do whatever. So I appreciate the opportunity.